Academies are at the forefront of English football. Take Jude Bellingham for example, joining Birmingham Academy at the age of 8 and now is one of the biggest names in world football. Bukayo Saka coming through the ranks at Arsenal and now playing on the biggest stage for England. I wanted to find out more about academies and how their talent differs from place to place.
Hello, my name is Miles Littlechild. I'm 20 years old and I'm here at Cardiff Met representing the Bucks football team.
When were you signed for Swindon Town and how many years did you play for them?
So I got asked to trial there at the age of 8. So I joined in under 9s and I was there till under 18s. Start off with in the younger ages, I think the ability was kind of level because we were all the same height and same ability level. But getting older, I think growth was a big factor and ability level didn't really matter, and it was all about the physical attributes. Compared to other academies in around like Swindon, like Cheltenham and Oxford, they were all sort of the same abilities. But when we moved to like higher teams like Liverpool and Arsenal, the abilities definitely, they had much better physically.
Arsenal's Hale End Academy is one of the best youth academies in English football. Its catchment area in London has enabled it to attract the best talent for years and has produced players such as Ashley Cole, Ray Parlour and Tony Adams. So what impact do these big teams in bigger cities have on young academy players?
The more scouts in South London, I think, can have an effect by the players there wanting to work harder. Maybe they've been brought up in more difficult situations in life, so they're like kind of forced to work harder. In rural areas, I think it's easier to join a football club because every town has a football team where they can start from there. I think funding-wise, rural places such as like in Swindon and Yeovil, it affected like the ability of players because obviously they couldn't attract big names. But yeah, according to like London teams and like Liverpool teams, they were much better because they had all the funding. They could bring in all sorts of players. Everyone wanted to play for those types of clubs, which obviously made it harder when we used to play against them. I remember travelling up to Liverpool in probably the under 14 age group, and you could just tell straight away by the facilities and like their ground and how they were set up and how they were going to be much better. Obviously on the day anything can happen, but ability took over and they were definitely more physical than us, so they were able to beat us.
Do you think the facility of different academies can affect the level a player can get to?
I definitely think it can. Like at Swindon, we would have, I think, one S&C session a week. I think at the academies, they'd be in there all day. They'd have all the facilities in the world to treat, like physio, the gym, like sessions on astros, sessions on grass. We were there training on a like muddy pitch with like bobbles and stuff. So yeah, it was definitely affected us in that sort of way.
However, the location and size of an academy isn't the only factor when it comes to a young player's talent. Studies have found that the family's attitudes towards sport and even the parents' education levels can factor into the player's participation and potential to do well. Did you notice any pressure playing for academy from family members? And if not, did you know anyone that did?
To start off with, I think it was all about enjoyment, so I like enjoyed being there. But when it got to like maybe under 16s to under 18s, like pressure took over, not just from family, from like coaches as well, because you had to perform every week. But the family definitely like always supported me. But when I got to the older age groups, I maybe wasn't enjoying it as much. I wouldn't want to go to training, and maybe family was like just wanting me to go because obviously I've worked so hard for 8 years. I've enjoyed it. They didn't want me to throw it away in the last 2 years, so they obviously wanted to keep like making me go, which caused a bit of pressure on myself.